Last night I was up till 1 a.m. in the morning, doing my homework, and I only really started doing it at 11:30. And even though I had so much time, even though I had so much time, 3 hours before I was just wandering around the house, and I wasn't really doing anything. And so I'm sure this has happened to a lot of people, and so I've been trying to find out a solution. And so today I'm going to be talking about how to stop procrastinating. And so, firstly, what is it? Well, it's actually a form of stress relief, and like when you're stressed or when you don't really want to do something, you just try to avoid it. And so, I remember having tutoring sessions, and I found that my teacher was quite strict, and I didn't really want to have the sessions, and so my mind would just like try to think of things that I could do to replace the sessions. And so yeah, that was just me trying to get out of it and trying to find something else to do. Even though I know that the sessions would help me. And so it's not something that you're born with, but procrastinating is actually a habit that you pick up and that you do a lot. So yeah, so because it's a habit, there's actually a science behind it that you can use to break it. And so the three parts to a habit are the trigger and the pattern you repeat and then the reward. And so for procrastinating, it's that the triggers when you're always stressed, and then the pattern is that you try to avoid doing something, and then the reward is just when you don't feel stressed anymore and you relieve yourself of it. And yeah, so for example, for me, when I was trying to do my maths homework, I was I was trying to I was just stressed because I didn't really want to do it, and then I just tried to avoid doing it, and it was a pattern that I've done quite a lot, so it became quite natural. And then the reward was just me just not doing it, and that basically just, even though it relieves your stress for a bit, like it won't really go away. And so yeah, I like humanities more instead of like STEM things. And so like even if you don't like doing something, it will like always just be there. So you can't deal with the trigger. You should like change your pattern of avoiding something. So yeah, so my teacher won't like just stop giving me maths homework. I just have to change my mindset and pattern about it, which is yeah. So I just have to change my mindset and like the pattern. So how do you do that? Well, firstly you have to acknowledge your stress, and yeah, so acknowledge that um, that I didn't really want to do the maths homework. However, you should just like, however, it would be better to count to five whenever you try to procrastinate, which interrupts it, and it wakes up your prefrontal cortex as well, which will help you think better. And then you can also just work for a bit, maybe like 5 minutes, and yeah, work for 5 minutes. And because once you start something, it will be a lot easier to carry on with it. And it's actually been proven that 80% of people keep going once they start something. And yeah, so I remember my mom was doing the half marathon, and um, and yeah, even though it's like a hard thing to do and it's a really long thing, you can break it up into small pieces. And so yeah, so she started to go for runs, maybe like for 15 minutes each morning, and then eventually she was able to run the half marathon. And so it's a bit like this, where yeah, once you start to do something, it will be a lot easier to carry on and eventually go through with it. And so yeah, I hope this helped you. In summary, procrastinating is just a form of stress relief, and it's a habit that you can break through acknowledging it and trying to interrupt it, and then trying to start it because it will be easier to carry on with it. And yeah, so with these points, I'll now be able to, whenever I have like homework to do or an exam to study for, I won't just start procrastinating and I won't start procrastinating and telling myself that I don't want to do it and avoiding it. I will start doing it for only about 5 minutes because that would tell my mind that it's not even that bad, and it will make me carry on with it. And yeah, so I hope you learned something. Thank you.